The big door prize is a new Apple TV Plus series, so let's see if this new series is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Apple TV Plus. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. A small town is forever changed when a mysterious machine appears, promising to reveal everyone's true potential. Soon, residents start changing jobs, rethinking relationships, and questioning long-held beliefs. I've been watching a lot of Apple TV Plus content recently, and I'm impressed with their library of shows that they have, their original content. I think Ted Lasso is one of the best shows ever, and the Big Door Prize is a really interesting series about this machine that prints out these little cards once you give them your social security and fingerprints and all of that, and then it gives you a word, and that is supposed to be your true potential. People get things like whistlers and father and hero and biker, and people start to take these ideas and start to change their career path, or really start to question what exactly does it mean. And so we have every episode dedicated to one character, but the whole series is focused on the small town and a group of characters that you were introduced in episode 1 may have a separate storyline later down the road, and it is all about them reflecting on their true potential within the show. We have Chris O'Dowd in here. He gets the first episode and really focusing on what his potential is, and all of the growth for these characters and them reflecting on it by setting up a series about getting a little card that could tell you your true career path, and you either are on that path or you're so far off. It has potential for a series to really dive deep into these characters and their true emotions, and looking at their way and looking at how they perceive this one little card. And it starts to challenge these characters. You start to challenge the relationships and their long-held beliefs and different things about this small town. And I like that since it was a craze within that small town, that the show does focus on several different characters. And when we get to an individual character for that show, all the other characters are involved as well. It really starts to focus on who they are, and some of those more dramatic scenes come out because we have certain characters that are doing one thing and their card tells them something else. But there's also these long storylines going throughout each episode surrounding a character that died previously before the show even started, and how the small town is mourning the loss of this young basketball player in high school, and his twin is affected by it all, relationships as well, teachers and married couples that are starting to be tested by just this small blue card. And I really did appreciate, like I said, that it does focus on these characters because you got to know them more individually as the show went along, but also gave them a chance to reflect on their own selves as well. And even though other characters have storylines going on in the middle of a very personal episode, it doesn't forget the character and its initial setup. And I like each character, and there are some unique storylines that are developing throughout. I feel like the characters that have their own storylines at the end benefited from that because of the beginning, and you see slow storylines and developments along the way. And then towards the end, if you had like episode 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10, it just added more development for those characters. Characters that had their personal storylines in the beginning, episodes 1 and 2 or 3 and 4, seem to have a little less to do throughout the series, especially Chris O'Dowd. He appeared in a lot of the episodes, but when we looked at his character and what his true potential was in the beginning, and him really focusing on that, is this what he really wants, or does he want more out of life? And then we have separate storylines throughout for him, but the bulk of those personal moments came really early on, and it didn't allow for more growth throughout. So it's interesting to see how they write these characters. If they start off very strong, they kind of fall apart throughout the series. If they're at the end, they have a better chance of growing. I found the series to mix drama and comedy very well, a dramedy. There's times that I thought the jokes did work. It's not supposed to be a, like, in-your-face comedy, but they're making fun of people's true potential and whatnot, but also mixed in that drama as well. Relationships amongst married couples, what people really want out of life. There is a lot of deep conversations about what your true potential is and what possibly could it mean. If you get hero, there's a lot of open conversations about exactly what that could be. And people really starting to think, I can't live up to this potential, or this is not exactly what I want. So there's a lot of deeper reflection on this one card, and can I live up to that, or I don't exactly want that. That's not what I want to be, and how people perceive this one card. There's a really interesting storyline about middle half of the series involving what someone may think that card means, but upon reflecting on it, means something just a little more. So the Big Door Prize really caught my interest right away with its deeper themes about careers and life and relationships, and how you can't let one thing decide everything for you for the rest of your life. And as the series went along, that conversation about your true potential and your beliefs and relationships along the way was only strengthened to where I was really interested with these characters and their journey in this small town. As we grew more of the characters and had storylines that were connected, they all knew each other, but we got each episode was dedicated to one character, but you had the community in there as well. This is a great looking series. The direction is pretty good. The score is very calm in here as well, especially the opening sequence for this show. But the Big Door Prize is another hit for Apple TV Plus. It is a well-written show with a lot of drama and comedy mixed throughout, with some really good performances as these characters are starting to reflect on their own lives, and it's weighing them down. Some characters are gung-ho about everything, and some characters are questioning everything throughout. So it's got that nice mixture of how people honestly would react to this machine that pops out your true potential. Some people would go and run with it and create content or create a business surrounding it, and some people would be a little bit hesitant about it as well. So it's pretty realistic on how a community would react to a box like this. But overall, the Big Door Prize was a huge surprise. I was glued to the screen when watching this, seeing the characters grow throughout. I thought it was worth every single episode. There are 10 episodes, about 30 minutes each, so it doesn't take that much time to get through, but each episode I was ready for that next one. So the Big Door Prize, if you like Apple TV Plus content, definitely check out this series. It is worth your time. Really good performances, a nice cast in here as well, but a really intriguing idea that plays up on the characters and not going too big or crazy with it. It's very simple and just looking at the characters and how they reflect and react to their true potential. So before I give you my score for the Big Door Prize, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit the subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give the Big Door Prize an A-. Thank you guys for checking out my review of the Big Door Prize. Have you guys seen it on Apple TV Plus? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.